These are some frequently asked questions about gut and amend bills. So to start off, what is a gut and amend bill? According to California's Office of Legislative Counsel, these measures are when amendments to a bill remove the current contents in their entirety, gutting, and replacing them with different provisions, the amending portion. What legislative rule is invoked with a gut and amend bill? Such amendments, gut and amend amendments, raise the legislative issue of germaneness. Germaneness refers to whether a proposed amendment is relevant to the subject matter currently contained in the measure. What role does the Office of Legislative Counsel play with a gut and amend bill? Well, OLC may be requested to opine on the issue of germaneness, but ultimately the determination of germaneness is decided by the presiding officer and ultimately subject to an appeal by the membership of the respective House. Hence, it's up to 41 members of the Assembly or 21 members of the Senate. Who decides whether amendments to a bill are germane or not? A majority of the members of the Assembly or Senate. They'll determine whether amendments to a measure are ultimately germane or not germane, and therefore whether the gut and amend was proper or not. What do the Assembly rules provide regarding germaneness? Well, under Assembly Rule 92, which has the title Amendment to be Germane, it basically says that any amendment to a bill, other than a bill stating legislative intent to make necessary statutory changes to implement the budget bill, is not in order when the amendment relates to a different subject than, is intended to accomplish a different purpose than, or requires a title essentially different than the original bill. What do the Senate rules provide regarding the issue of germaneness? Senate Rule 38.5 requires every amendment proposed to be germane. And in order to be germane, an amendment must relate to the same subject as the original bill, resolution, or other question that's under consideration by the body. A point of order may be raised if the proposed amendment or an amendment now in the bill, resolution, or other question under consideration is actually not germane. And that again will be a determination made by the presiding officer or ultimately up to the House itself.